up? I'm live. A little late. Not that anybody watching this on YouTube would know. Do people even watch these VODs on YouTube? Like, I see that they get views, but views don't mean shit. Because, you know, how long do people have to wait to be counted as a viewer? Not very long, right? Anyway, a little late tonight, and we'll probably end a little early as a result, just so I'm not running past midnight. But, yeah, no, thank my father for that. Always with his well-timed, unprompted phone calls. Anyway, we're here now, and it is time for Satisfactory. So let me just launch Satisfactory then, and we can get right into it. Now, I will say, I did do a fair bit of work off stream, so some things will be different, but it's basically the same world, and in terms of progression, there's been no progression. Go here. Of course, it's not working, but it'll sort itself out, probably. Yeah, see? I had to press the button again, but regardless. So I did a bit of work off stream, and I don't have anything waiting here, because, I mean, there's not much I can do, because I need rubber and plastic, right? I need rubber and plastic for basically everything, or computers, or circuit boards, or, you know, whatever. But you'll note in here, there's a bunch of heavy modular frames. It's 400? Yeah, 400. So that's cool. Also, I'm back up to 55 coupons, and I'm generating over 127,000 per minute roughly right now, which is great. Do I have a full inventory? Yes. Good. So what's changed? Well, if we go out this way, you'll notice, like, right there. Can't actually select it right there. There's another one all the way back there. I extended the big power lines further back, and I'm using them in spots. I think there's a line coming off of there. I can check that real quick. Yep, there's a line coming off of it. So I ran that back there to get more direct power hookups rather than running cables, you know, like this through the desert. Of course, I have to hook into the network at some point. I think that's over at that tower over there. But yeah, almost all the power, or all the plants at this point, all the facilities, factories, whatever you want to call them, are utilizing everything, including this. This is the screws factory, which is not only, as you can see, actually turning the extra set of rods that I was previously sinking into screws, but also there's a second floor that I'm not sure I can easily access. Did I actually set up? I feel like I didn't set up an easy way to get up there. But yeah. Miner Mark II doubled up the number of smelters and doubled up the crafting of screws. Why? Because I could. Do I need this many screws? No, that's why they're all being sunk. And yeah, I actually have 2 industrial storage containers of them, just because I'm limited to 240 per minute at this point. Hey, it's a thing. As well, the, let me just check something real quick while we're running. You do not. Okay, I was gonna say, I should maybe grab some of those, but no need to at the moment. You can see back here, this is a bit different. I also revamped this factory, the heavy modular frames, so this has doubled its output, and I've also doubled the storage. So, 2,400 stored. But you can see, once again, everything's backstuffed, so there should be items. Yep, there they are. And there were a couple more back over there being sunk just before. But also, we come over here and I can actually get aligned with it. I doubled up this node as well to be miner mark 2, that's copper. And I brought in some extra iron, and I'm now making 240 copper sheets per minute right here, which is almost full. Almost. And that will start sinking once it's finished. I still have the other factory over that away somewhere. I'm not going to tear it down, it's just sinking items. That's fine. But, yeah, beyond that, I added battery backups. By the way, you can see that one's overclocked, because that's only a impure node. I need it to be a pure node. Not a pure node, a normal node, I think. Yeah, 120 per minute, that sounds right. I had to do that in a couple of spots. But, yeah, if we go over here, I did a bit more as well. You can see I've got the platforms up there just to make it a bit easier to get onto the lines. And also, I got this thing. Because this is a hell of a lot more convenient traveling around. But yeah, so I've got all of the generators now, all the coal generators set up with battery backups on location. What the hell? Hello? Why is OBS having so many issues? OBS, what the fuck? Why are you doing this? Is it because I'm traveling on a zipline? I genuinely do not understand why. You good now? No? Still seems a bit stuttery. I don't get why. That's odd. That's really odd. Not seen that happen before. My settings are still what they were last time I streamed this. Troublesome. Anyway, as you might have noticed, there's more towers that away, and that is because we're up to 8,400 megawatts of power generation. Now, I'm not actually done down there. I'm not going to go all the way down there, especially if OBS might have issues. But, yeah, I went down to the coal nodes down by where I was set up in Update 7, where I've made steel factories in Updates 5/6 and 7 now. And I went and utilized the pure coal node that's over there for coal power, because why not? Also, I'm not seeing OBS issues now. I don't know why it was lagging so much. That's weird. Nothing was, like, overutilized as far as I could see. But you can see I did some work here as well. Battery bank, a second set of coal gens, and a bunch more pumps as well. I needed 6 more. So, every place that I'm generating coal power now has 32 generators, 4 banks of 8, and has 25 power storage. This one was real jank to get set up. You can see I had to run pipes all the way around the outside just because of positioning and everything. Because you need to feed in from multiple points on this sort of setup, simply because I don't have Mark II pipes yet, right? So as a result, you can see, if I can actually reach a pole, yeah, 8,400 with 10,000 megawatt hours of stored charge, so we should be good for a while. But also, if you might have noticed, there's more coal happenings over here. This one, instead of doing 5 and 2, I did 4 and 4. So I'm now totaling 120 steel pipes, and then 134 of the steel beams, I think. These things, right? What are they called? Yeah, steel beam. So not quite literally doubled, but close enough. And that's basically it for what I did off stream. There was a lot of idling too. That's actually... I'm up to 52 hours in game. I think I ended last week's final stream at around 39 hours. So yeah, of the 13 hours spent in the save off stream, I think literally most of them, well, at least half of them were just idling. Oh, okay. And as for today, I'm gonna get set up here. Because you see, there's these 4 lovely coal nodes, or oil nodes. I know what they are. 4 of them here. 2 impure, 2 normal. And that will produce me 360 crude oil per minute, which I can turn into 120 rubber per minute, 120 plastic per minute, and 180 heavy oil residue per minute. And I have ideas for what I can do with that heavy oil residue. Small problem, though. Let's see, right? We're here. If I do a double ping for coal and sulfur, I don't know how much we'll actually get. There's a sulfur node right around here. Like I said. There's also one further back here that probably won't show up. Oh, no, there it is. And then there's a sulfur node. The problem is, it probably pinged all these coal nodes and decided not to show them. I have to go like all the way back here to get more coal nodes because I want to do turbofuel. I figured out I can do 144 turbofuel a minute, which will be like in excess of 4,500 megawatts of power gen, which sounds really good to me, actually. From just 180 heavy oil residue, I do unfortunately need 144 sulfur and coal. I cannot talk tonight. But yeah, I need to make compacted coal at 144 per minute, and that's 1-to-1 sulfur and coal. So that's a thing, but let's at least get the plastics up and running, because I actually need the plastics to get started on some things. So where do I actually want to get this set up? I mean, obviously here. Big floating platform, perhaps? I don't see why not. I'll make that one a 4-meter foundation just because. But for the most part. I don't know exactly how big I want this to be, because what? I'll need 17 refineries and 6 assemblers in total, plus a number of generators. Sure. Got to there. There's apparently a limestone node right there. Of course, these guys. Where am I from? Alright, nobody really knows. I mean, certain people might know, but they also know not to say it. I'm from the Northeast US. That's all you need to know. Maybe I'll add proper supports at some point, but for now that's fine. Yeah, I can go wider here. I'll probably want to. Yeah, flashing, I know. Yeah, that's not bad. I want to keep at least a partial foundation open on the side there. So that's 6. I'm out of motors. Well, that's kind of annoying. I did count right? Yeah. Wait, I'm confused. Do these guys take motors too? Oh, they sure do. Okay, so that explains why I'm out of motors. Because that's 60 plus 90. But they are more than one foundation wide, so I'll need at least... Can you please... control snap being a nuisance? Three might be a little tight. Nah, 10 will be fine. Alright, let's see if OBS has a panic attack again when I do this. Because I need to go get more motors. I didn't realize that I was going to chew through them that quickly. Because I haven't needed motors until this point. Hey, I actually grabbed the ladder for once. Those things are obnoxiously difficult to grab at times. Alright, you gonna start lagging? Or was it completely unrelated to me traveling? Oh? Oh? We good? In case you're just tuning in and don't understand what I'm talking about, when I initially went to that area via the zipline like this, OBS started lagging like crazy, and I do not know why. But it's being fine now, so I guess it was just coincidence? I don't know. Yeah, utilization on everything looks to be about the same as it was, so I genuinely don't know why it was freaking out before, but it was. Anyway, we can keep going on the power lines here. Again, this was something I did off stream. I'm thinking if I need another... I need another 8 refineries, so I'll need 80 motors. Sorry, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. That helps a lot, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Any and all help right now helps so much, so thank you for that. What was I saying? I don't know. We can go back here. I set up a wall because I went flying off of the one where my oil setup is going to be back when it was the end of the line like this. And, double trouble. Welcome. Thank you. Or something, I don't know. Yeah, thank you for the resubscription as well. Oh boy. Love when the text-to-speech does things like that. But yeah, as I was saying, I went flying off of the end of the platforms there. And actually, let me just look real quick. I think in theory... Maybe not? Maybe not. Well, doesn't matter if it does or doesn't. But, yeah, I set up those walls so I didn't go flying off. Because I did that in the other area, like I was trying to say. And, bad times were had. I almost died. Legitimately, I was down to, like, less than 2 HP. Or 2 health bars, I don't know. How would you classify this? So, yeah, walls, so I don't do that. And the platforms as well, to just make it easier to get on and off, because the platform that's on the towers by default is a little narrow. Of course, as a result, I don't have those things set up everywhere, but, yeah, those are stators. Okay, so I'll want 150 plus another 30 like that. Well, 80. And then I'll just get moved by the conveyor belt. I'm going to go back this way, as counterintuitive as it may seem, because I either have to... I mean, it would probably be faster if I ran that way. But I've only got these support towers in a couple of spots. I should really change that. Like, I should make that one. I just haven't bothered with it yet. You can in-place upgrade them, but I'm lazy. And we do this, and now I just hold shift for a while. Oh yeah, like I said, the biggest thing keeping me back right now is that I don't have plastics and rubber. Plastic and rubber. Because legitimately everything from here on out requires plastic or rubber in some way, shape, or form. Primarily the unlocks. Including the fuel gens. So this is going to be interesting because I'm going to be backstuffing on heavy oil residue very quickly because I have no way to burn it. But I don't want to turn it into more rubber and plastic at the moment because I do want to turn it into some sort of fuel. And I was originally just going to do regular fuel, but I thought, you know what? I need to get a couple of hard drives. I don't think I've gotten that one, and that requires 35 motors, is it? But, yeah, I need more hard drives. I think I might have 1 or 2 back at the base. But I need to unlock compacted coal and turbo heavy fuel. I haven't actually looked at exactly what requirements I need for that, but I know I need to unlock compacted coal to get turbo heavy fuel. But if I do that, I can make some turbo fuel and more power gen, which is always a good thing. The only problem, as I pointed out earlier, is that I'm going to have to, or tried to point out at least, is that I'm going to have to cart coal in from quite a ways away. But that's fine. Ready a platform. Can I just do this? Yoink. Yeah, almost. Close enough, really. And yeah, I don't mind the floating platform. It might get fixed later. Oops. Can I get up here? There we go. Okay, so just to be sure... Yeah, that's 9 alright. So... 10, 11, 12. With a little bit of room to spare. So, I'll need... I mean, it doesn't really matter which order I do this in. I'll need rubber. Oh, I'm going the wrong way for this. Hold on. There we go. So, copy that. That should be 6. Then we repeat here. Copy. There we go. So 6 plastic, 6 rubber, power gens, and then these I have to remember which one is which. Normal, normal, impure. Okay. Because each set is going to require 180 crude oil per minute, and the convenient thing is that these produce 120, and these produce 60. So I can literally just merge the two impures into the normals, and 120 or 180 per minute going to each bank of 6. Right? Simple as that. I might as well just do this. I might need to add in a pump just for a little bit of head lift. I don't know. We'll see. I'll align it to, sure, right here. Why not? Do that. And then the other one build similarly, except I'll just build that up here and then up here and just have this travel down the back. There we go. Now I probably want to get this running sooner rather than later, so hey you. I only want one input coming off of the grid to each of these factories at this point. Just do it this way. It's slightly annoying, so before this all fills with oil, let's bump it in by 1. Put that right in the corner. Cool. Alright. So, what? There we go. Thank you for showing a snap line. That is the wrong spot as well. I am good at this. There we go. Second snap line, the small one, that's the one that I want. Of course, now that there's actually a thing down there, that's 3. Chose the right snap line. 4. 5. 6. But wait, I can just continue down this line. Also, I think I got I miscounted somewhere along the way, but that's fine. Also, you can't just point at the building and expect it to snap, which is kind of annoying. Pipes are a bit finicky. Three, 4, 5, 6. But you should be wait, did I miscount? 3, 4, 5, 6. I miscounted in a number of different occasions. There's a little bit of light for you because generators. Or no, refineries. These are refineries, I know that. I keep miscounting. I keep miscounting and it's throwing me off. There we go. And it's filling. Yeah, flow rate's up around where I would expect it to be. So that's good. Likewise, you can do this, and they're literally just crude oil in. What's up, kiosk? Yeah, sure. Right over here somewhere seems good. Let's just put the 2 industrial storage containers that I'm gonna need right here. Is that centered? No. Autosave. There we go. And then I can literally just center it and have it not show the snap line, but it is snapping. Cool. Love how it does that. So yeah, let me just do my normal thing here. And I might rerun that cable in a different way, but I'll leave that for the moment. I forget, can I get 6 out of it? I honestly don't remember if 6 is doable. It probably isn't, based on the looks of it. Nope. It's okay, I've got a sneaky trick for that. And of course, you don't have to do it exactly the way I'm doing. You can do your belts on the bottom and the piping above. You can do a number of things. Like, doesn't really matter. That's kind of the beauty of games like Satisfactory, though, right? You can do it however you want. Bonk. So anyway, I'm gonna delete these. And I could have done that one first, but I've already got dismantle mode selected, so I'm gonna come do this. Then I'm gonna move my mouse cursor to there, so I'm 1 pixel to the side. I forget if it has to go one side or the other, but I'm gonna build a merger or a splitter, it doesn't matter. Delete it, and oh look, now it's 1 long continuous spline. Isn't that convenient? Of course, I'm not going to keep them connected like this, that's just temporary. Oop, bump the mouse. Here, this time I'll go on the back side and use a splitter. And delete it. And it's all 1 spline again. Just that simple. Now I can just snap a bunch of mergers to the belt. And if you're wondering what the distance I went off of this was, basically I take this, clip it in so it turns yellow, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the distance I use on this. It turns out, if you do it that way, that puts you at just the right distance to get a conveyor lift perfectly spaced in between the two. Not you, you. Not you, though. You. By the way, these are Mark 1 belt worthy? Yeah. Rubber, at least, is. So now I can just go through and snap them all in. Of course, what I can do is delete these, because they don't need to be connected anymore. And you are also, yeah, 20 per minute. Now, I think the amount of heavy oil residue that gets produced is different. Rubber, yeah. Rubber produces 120 per minute with this setup versus plastic is 60. So 10 from plastic, 20 from rubber. No, you know what? I'll build you there, just offset from the thing. I think if I build it... Yep, that's good. Right there, I can then... I don't know why I'm using Mark III belts when Mark II would be sufficient, but it doesn't really matter. Although, actually, let me conserve reinforced plates. Maybe that's a good reason to use Mark III belts. Now, obviously, based on how it went before, I'm going to need this here just so I can actually connect this across the entire span, but I'm going to do the same thing and create an extended spline. Because I can. It's not that big of a difference, right? There we go. I don't need the light on. Okay, which one are you happier going to? You can make that one, you can make that one. I'm gonna send you that way, and I'm gonna send you that way. It's a little jank, but that's fine. And then, if I bring this down here, I can get the front hookups done. I'll just send along here, because why not? Because I'm setting this up now when I don't even have any way to collect the fluids, right? That's alright. They'll back stuff rather quickly, and that's fine. I'll just get around to fixing it shortly. But because I'm only making 180 heavy oil residue per minute, I can, as a result, just put it all on one line. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay, that's not fine. Power lines would be in the way. Okay, let's go back this way then. I'll run the pipes on my way back through or something. Really, at the end of the day, I just want to get plastic and rubber running, even if only a little bit. Because while I'm making 120 of each per minute, the sooner that I can get stuff produced, the sooner that I can get unlocked for them going. Alright. And the pipeline. So as a reminder, Mark 1 pipeline supports up to 300 units per minute of fluids. What's the exact thing? Cubic meters. So 180 is well underneath of that. Okay, so it's in line with this. Let's set up a couple of fluid buffers. That was, yeah, that was gonna clip that way. You and you, because these guys only store 400, right? Can it be winter yet? I know, right? I mean, I don't want to deal with the snow, assuming we actually get a decent amount of snow this year. But, yeah, I could do with it not getting in to as high as it got today. Sick of the sun. Understandable. Yeah, and the idea here is that literally I can just flush the full pipe network whenever I need to. And for now, this will just produce. It's a beautiful sight right there. Now, as I said before, I'm not even going to bother pinging for coal because it's way too far. But the nearest coal node is right about here. Like literally right there. See? I was a little off, but it's right there. There's another one over here. Right there. The coal is back here somewhere. There's a node over here and there's a node over here. I think I'm going to use this node. It's not really any closer than the other one. I think it's actually higher up. But the one over here is also near more oil nodes, so I'd rather just leave that. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna need next. However, before I get started on that, well, for one, I need to unlock fuel generators, but two, I need to unlock the alternate recipes for turbo fuel and compacted coal and whatnot. Let's just take 400 of each. It's not necessarily everything, but that's fine. See what I mean about grabbing those ladders? They just really... They just don't. Oh. Vertical. Here, this will make some people happy, I'm sure. Even though I'm probably going to extend the platform. Or something. I don't know what. Not just completely free floating. Yeah, it would still break in the middle. But look! This is on some random planet that isn't Earth with a lot of weird creatures and shit on it, right? Clearly figured out how to get around in space and such, so... Is it really an issue if I just leave the platforms floating as if they're way stronger than any materials that we have currently? See? Literally hit the fucking ladder and it doesn't do it. Higher gravity than Earth? Interesting if so, but either way, right? Like, just... It's a video game, at the end of the day. It's like Minecraft, right? Things don't have to be supported. There's only physics to a point. So who cares if a couple of platforms are left floating or such? It's a small detail, just let it be. Just let it be. Around 14 meters per second squared. Interesting. Yeah, that is pretty impressive, though, to be fair. To be fair, I mean, it's still impressive without it, but the Blade Runners help. Blade Runners help a lot. Whoops. I'll go this way, because it's more open this way. Alright, what can I actually do at this point? And what do I want to do? So I don't care about this. This is not really that important. Manufacturers, computers, and the two things are fairly important. Manufacturers specifically. But I'm more concerned with Logistics Mark IV because that gets me fuel gens. And pipeline engineering would be nice. I can do that. Monorails requires that. Well, trains just in general. The big thing is the computers. And guess what? I can't make computers without getting this. So I don't need them here, but I don't think Pipeline Mark II is as important at the moment. So we're going to do this. And I'm just going to do that. Alright, we're going this way. Let's see, and then that. Alright, then we come into here. Let me send that off.
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
Yeah. Do that. And I need 2 hard drives. Apparently I had 6 saved up. Yay me. I need you. And of course. Can that be crafted by hand? No. Okay. Well. How much did it require? 15? Yeah. The problem is more... The problem is more that I need to get the packaged fuel. There. So, packaged fuel means that I will have to get the packager sorted if I want to do turbo fuel. And what does that require? 25. Oh, that's easy. Let me go grab 3,000 wire real quick. Again, if you missed the very beginning of the stream, I have 400 heavy modular frames just sitting around. So... Oh, you need some heavy modular frames? Not a problem. Not a problem. And that'll also get me the industrial fluid buffer, which is nice. Oh, I only need 25 apparently. Well, unfortunately, the pod's not going to return for a little while. So there's that. But I think now's as good a time as any for a break, because the bot's going to message about it shortly anyway. It doesn't really matter how aligned I am. I am typing. That text is way too light of a color up there. It needs to be black. much more annoying to see right now than it used to be. I'm gonna say probably 3-3, because I'm gonna take... I mean, yeah, if I move my cursor off of it, sure. But, like, should still compensate for that. Yeah, because of the late start, probably gonna do only 2 breaks tonight and end technically a little earlier. We'll see, though. But yeah, this also allows the thing to get back, because we gotta wait on that, so that's fine. And the bot should message the chat very shortly, like within the next minute, that it is time for another break. Or really, the first break of the stream. So I'm just going to take my break right now. See? There it is. It's going to be a short break, like 5 minutes or so. Not too long. I am going to run ads during the break. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads. And it means that there will be no pre-rolls during the next hour of the stream, which is always a good thing. So, yeah, when I come back, we'll continue with some more Satisfactory. Probably have to make a run. Well, I'll unlock the packager stuff, assuming, well, as soon as it's done. But then I'll run over to the factory, empty out the pipelines, get more materials, and come back here. Gonna have to figure out that computer though, because I kind of want to just rush it. Technically, if I unlock it, I did just unlock it, right? Technically, I could just use coupons to get more computers. I have 17, I think it is, already. I know, using the coupons is a little cheap, but also I'm producing so many of the damn things that I already have most of the good stuff unlocked. So, like, eh? If it gets us to turbofuel faster, I don't see why not. Anyway, I'm gonna take my break. BRB. Alright, I am back. Sorry, that took a little bit longer than expected. I went downstairs and the rents wanted something. And they might need me again in like 5 to 10 minutes, so I might have to step away again in just a little bit. But for now, we can get back to the gameplay and go straight into this. Because just as I was sitting back down, it showed up.
Milestone reached. Fluids can now be packaged to allow for transportation
Let's
via vehicle and
see.
conveyor belts. Additionally, highly improved
Logistics Mark
biofuel
IV is
can
what I
now be
want, which
produced.
means I need computers, which is circuit boards. So, I need 10 circuit boards per one computer. That means I need 1,000 circuit boards. Um, 4,000 plastic. Alright. Well, I've got the copper. Literally, I've got a container over there just full of it. Oh, by the way. It's not quite 2,500. There's a conveyor connecting them behind the thing. Anyway, you'll notice there's 2,500 just about versatile framework in there. So I sectioned them off already, put them over there. So, excuse me. They're ready to go whenever. Yeah, let's... Right, the thing is literally right here. Let's head out this way. I get the feeling I'm gonna be called back downstairs in the midst of this slide. Probably will happen. Probably. Yeah, so 4,000 plastic. That's a fair bit. I'm gonna have to empty those fluid buffers a bit. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. I need 100 computers. And then we can have the generators. Right. If I just do this. See, 1,000 circuit boards. Oh, I'll need 5,800 plastic, eh? That's rough. And meanwhile, how much rubber do I need? None. Yeah, let me guess. You're full? Yep. Yep, okay. I gotta go down the stairs real quick. Again, sorry about this, folks, but when the rents call, you know. So, be back in a few. Alright, sorry about that delay. I know, my being here in the last, like, 15 minutes has been horrible, but parents were having issues with computer stuffs, and the only reason I even came back when I did, partly was to tell you guys what was up, but also because there was a reboot required. Well, there were updates that needed to finish, and then a reboot required, and then I had to go back down and help with getting other stuff ordered. You know how computers are. And especially since I'm the one who built my mother's computer. Not kidding either, I literally built it myself. Spec'd it, built it. Probably made some poor decisions, but oh well. That requires heavy modular frames. Fair enough. What are we up to over here? Not enough yet. But that's fair enough. In the meantime, I guess what I can do, hopefully, is, yep, we got that. That requires plastic, that's fine. Literally just do that. Literally just... Actually, I need another refinery first. Oh, I need motors. And I don't have stators on me because I don't have the inventory space, but it's okay, I'll craft some stators. You're gonna need to craft 20 of them for 10 motors. That's fine. Well, let's craft the 10 motors, and then I can craft the refinery to refine the heavy oil residue into fuel, which I can then package, which is going to require some plastic to make empty canisters. Here, I'll just do that real quick. I can knock these out really quickly. See? 56, just like that. I only needed 50. Refinery. Where are you? Right there. Good enough. So I want to make residual fuel. And then packager can go inline. Okay, the snap line is above where I can actually see it, that's why. Packaged fuel. Sure, 56, why not? Just hook them in wherever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, this is literally, again, just a temporary setup so I can actually get the packaged fuel that I need for the turbo heavy fuel recipe unlock. That is turbo heavy fuel, right? The one that's in the MAM? No, it's just turbo fuel. So I'll have to research that, I guess. Let's see. Do I have the new wiki? No, I don't have the new wiki anywhere, so go to the subreddit to get the new wiki. Turbo fuel, I know you can't see this, but don't worry about it. Turbo heavy fuel is unlocked via hard drive research chain in the MAM, using one hard drive, yes. Turbo heavy fuel requires oil processing or compacted coal. Well, I mean, technically then I can just do this. Might take a while, but I've got a while. And I've got more hard drives. Oh look, it's already done. I don't have the generator. Yeah, I was thinking I could just sneakily put down a generator and, you know, do that. Also, yeah, I'm voiding fluid. That's a good thing. Because the fluid sinks aren't compatible with the smallsum sinks. That's actually been an issue since, like, update 6, I think. Maybe update 7. Where the smallsum sink mod installed alongside the fluid awesome sink mod just... which has support for smallsum sinks. You can have a small fluid awesome sink. Or a fluid smallsum sink, I guess. But it crashes. So, haven't been able to use it. Got plenty of rubber. Let me just take basically all of this back. And yeah, I'll take that as well. And then take some more rubber. And now we can go back to the main factory and get some things going there because, again, as you can see on the right, 100 computers required. Just 100. So, yeah, just 100, I say. As if I don't need a ton of plastic and circuit boards as a result. 5,200 screws? Yeah, that's a lot. That's fine, though. That's fine. Oh boy. Yeah, this was all a bit ambitious to suddenly just do. But no matter how I went about this, I was always going to have to unlock the fuel generators, which requires 100 computers. Though again, I could just buy them. I mean, would anybody genuinely be opposed to me just spending coupons to buy computers? Be a lot faster. I'm personally not against it. Again, I've got like... just as a reminder, I got like 90 coupons before, withdrew them all, spent them in the awesome shop, and I'm back up to probably like 60 at this point. Let's look. Yeah, 60 exactly. I'm not exactly short, right? And it would only require 12 coupons. Honestly? Forget crafting 100. Why don't I just buy them? I could have also done that with the packaged fuel, but considering how easy it was to get that set up... I mean, okay, it wasn't that easy. I needed to craft motors, but... you know. Is there anything else here? I need the computers for that. I'd rather... you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I don't have anything here. No? Good. Well then, here. Have some plastic. You may consider it wasteful. I consider it resourceful. I'm not generating a ton of coupons for nothing, after all. And look, I still have 48. What else can I spend 48 on? I don't really need the billboards. They require oscillators to place, versus these are just quartz. I think the lighting would be nice. Let's just get all the lighting stuff. That's already 11. Alright. Don't really care about the hypertubes or the clean pipelines at this point. Got all the foundations, got all the walls. Get the rest of the architecture stuff that I didn't get. See? Like, I have tons of coupons. I'm not exactly lacking coupons for stuff. Can I still afford all that? Yep. That's it, but that's alright. Good old Cyberwagon. That's right, I did... fucking check mark. I did sink one coupon. There. Now I'm down to one coupon. Which is, I think, how I ended up last time, except, you know. Anyway. Get this out of there. Plenty of that. And 50 heavy modular frames, you say? Not a problem. Bam, just like that. So now I just need to get another 100 encased industrial beams. Whoops. I really only have 100 on me? Interesting. I must have used them all crafting, not crafting, but building things. Can just do those. Whoops. You know, I never really used this in the past. Like, I used it a little bit in Update 4, and that was it. Okay. But it's really quite handy. Okay. Didn't take damage. Not that it would have really mattered had I actually taken damage. Oh, also, clear list. Love how I can just do that while running. I'll take 400 stacks because 300 is how much I usually carry. And, well, that all is back to crafting instead of sinking. That's alright. Do I need any more motors? Yeah. Do I have the space for more motors? Yeah. Let's go this way. Oh yeah, I don't know if I ever pointed it out, but I added supports to this. This is the automated wiring factory. Right? Yep. 2400 automated wire just sitting there. No, I didn't use anything that was important. I say important, like, that I is back here, like encased beams or things like that. Of course, as fast as a zipline is, getting a crouch boost jump thing off of a belt is pretty damn good too. There we go. Alright. Of course, going back, that's just a disadvantage to me, so... Yeah, especially now that you can boost on these. I think that was update 7 you could do that, but either way. Maybe it was older. I don't know. Okay, crouching apparently knocks you off of it. Good to know. Was wondering if you could tuck your legs in. Stop, static. Oh yeah, there's the compacted coal from before. Neat. Alright, you! Go. Yay.
Milestone reached. The fuel generator will match power generation to the increased consumption
Enjoyed
of
the long
recently
weekend?
acquired technologies
That's good.
and buildings. Additionally, improved
I
conveyor belts and lifts
did
can now be
nothing special.
constructed.
It was just another
Deuterium
weekend for
scanning
me.
unlocked.
Like, legitimately, just stayed at home, did the usual. Which, fine. I have no complaints in that regard. Okay, so I'm gonna need another 50 computers. I don't have the coupons for that currently, but that's fine. No reason why I can't get this. Not that I can... I have to wait 15 minutes. Yeah, trains, I might wait until I actually get computers going for that. Mostly the same, which is pretty close to ideal. Well, there you go. I can get that now. What about Power Suit Mark 1? Requires computers and... yeah, no. Gas mask? Fabric. Did I get fabric? I thought I did, but I might have put it elsewhere. What'd you get me? I mean that. No, I'm taking that. It's not often that actually pops up for me, so yeah, thank you. I've got hard drives to spare without going out and exploring. Not you. Turbo fuel I can research at any point when it's not doing this, but I want turbo heavy fuel. But God, I'm noticing just... Oh, you know why it's so washed out? Because my monitor did the dumb thing and reset itself. It has the... No, it didn't actually. Okay, it has the setting called black stretch that basically just washes out the image if you turn it on. And it always likes to default to like the highest setting, even though I always say off. By the way, in case it's not obvious, I still don't have my good display back, which is why I'm complaining about a washed out image in the first place. Oh, well that's nice, static. Nice that you could do that. Of course, I guess whether or not it's actually nice for you could be a different story, but let's just ignore that. It sounds like a nice way to spend a morning. Hopefully. I don't like to make assumptions either way, you know? Still 0, and yeah, no, can you tell I took some heavy, a lot of resources that heavily provide to this? Motors and encased beams? Okay, what do I do now? That's still waiting, and this stuff doesn't matter. Like, that's computers, and that's... I actually could do this one real quick, because I do have that. But, again, gotta wait. This is the one I want, though. Just because. Trains require computers. This I could do. But I'm not going to. Should probably get back to the turbo fuel factory and get working on other stuff. Although my inventory is a bit of a mess. So I should consider that, I guess. Yeah. Here, I'll take from the copper sheet factory that's only producing 60 a minute instead of 240 a minute, because this will affect my coupon producing the least. Makes sense, right? Yeah, gonna need more of them. Got plenty of these. Little short on pipes, but that's alright. When I go out there, I'll be near that factory anyway. Right, I've already done that. Do need to do that though. Pick up some more rotors. Ah, gotcha, static. Well, it's still a nice gesture. Especially, like, for me, I can't easily do that sort of thing anymore, because, like, you know, since 2020 happened, it's kind of been difficult anyway. But also, let me put it this way. I'm in the Northeast, my father's now in the Southeast. Doesn't work so well. Yeah, and that's what's most important, right? Alright. I think I forgot to get... Damn it. I tried to make that just right, which is why I waited to do it, but oh well. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I don't care about that straggling stack. Go up. And holding shift. That's honestly part of why I like this. The only reason why I'm actually using the zipline is just because this is so convenient to travel long distances. I would rather a train in some ways, but you know, I don't have the ability to set up a train yet, so working on it. But computers. Always comes back to computers, doesn't it? Wait, no, I thought that was heavy modular frames. Anyway. I think what I'll end up doing, since I should still have more or less 300 heavy modular frames, I'll focus on getting a computer factory set up, which I'll probably do out over there in the Spire Coast. You know, I'll take some of the near oil nodes on this side and turn them into plastics and such for computer parts, assuming that I have the nodes that I can actually utilize. That's the real thing, because I've used most of the nodes in the desert. There's iron and copper and limestone, and that's about it. But let's just do this real quick. I'm going to put basically all this back and just take that much. What just disconnected? My mouse? My mouse. Well, it's fine. Yeah, static. I don't want to get into that discussion on stream, but I understand and I agree with you. It's a bit ridiculous. And by a bit, I mean extremely. But, yeah. This is certainly a place that we live in, isn't it? Anyway, getting off of that subject. So there's a sulfur node up over there, and then there's a coal node. Let's go find the coal node. I mean, if that's how you want to do it. Let's go find that coal node, because, again, I'm gonna need coal to make this happen. Boy, that was slow. Oop, gotta hold W to run, dummy. I can't. I literally. Oh, okay. I guess the slope was actually gentle enough there that I could jump up and get it. Usually. Hello? Usually I haven't been able to. Fair enough. Fair enough, Static. Oh, by the way, you guys remember the new cog that's up here? Back here somewhere? He got out at some point. He was up on the wall where I didn't expect him to be. God, this is a pain in the ass. So I boxed it in some more. Yeah, you can see him right there. He got on top of the existing wall, so I put up even more lines of defense to keep him back there, because no thank you. There's an alpha hog. Not a radioactive one, though, at least. Oh, that's one of the... Ooh. Oh, of course it left. That's one of the nasty ones. Oh, and there's... speaking of nastiness, there is a... spicy rock. What did I actually ping? Sulfur? I don't need to ping sulfur. I need to ping coal. Go this way if I can. If this actually goes somewhere. Yep, there's... Yep. Ooh. Okay, getting a little close to it again. Burp. That 3 alpha hogs in one spot. Dear God. Oh, look. Is that... it's surrounded by spicy rocks. Yeah, the coal's already all disappeared, so that's good. Right, like I'm not seeing that wrong. Yeah, no, that's spicy over there. Oh, purple slug. Yeah, so that's the one I'm aiming for. Do that. Oh, look, there's a yellow one here. Cool, why not? And yes, I saw the man. Looking for turbo heavy fuel. Actually, I mean, how many hard drives do I have on me? One. Never mind. Okay, so where am I heading? I want to go that way. And I see that there are fart rocks this way somewhere. So hopefully I can get around them. Okay. Perfect. Lizard doggo! Is that one fart rock just to hide a yellow slug? I think it is, you know. Oh, I'm still on the wrong toolbar. There we go. Sure, am I gonna get hitboxed here? There's a good chance. No? No obnoxious hitbox on that. Cool. Let's try for this. But this way. Nope, this way. I'm trying to just go in that general direction and hope that I can get a path in the way that I want as a result. Might have to go around this way a bit, and I'm gonna have to go up, so I might as well just bridge from here. Sure, 14 again, why not? There's a lot of interesting terrain in this world, and it's kind of a shame that it's so easy to just ignore like 95% of it. But, yeah. You know, on one hand, it'd be neat to explore some more. On the other hand, especially the Red Forest, I don't want to go up there. Not more than I have to. Also, is that a world hole? Looks like it might be a world hole to me. No, it's not a world hole. It's just some out-of-place terrain is all. Well, maybe not as out of place considering that, but still. Alright, here it is. The normal coal node that I need. Now, admittedly, I did a silly thing and no, I picked up a slug. Never mind. I forgot I did that. Just say, I did a silly thing and forgot to bring slugs with me. Nope. I picked up a yellow one, which is perfect. Somebody please update the mod for me that replaces the portable miners with just a slightly different recipe for the miners, so that the parts for the portable miners are just part of the miner recipe by default. Because I seriously really hate having to craft them. I really hate that. There we go, 20% overclock. Of course means I need Mark III belts, but that's fine. Apparently I was slightly too far for that. So there. There we go. Of course, the smart thing would have been to run the belt around the outside and then the wire. Never mind that. Just do it this way. Shame I can't, like, tilt it. It would really help with tilting it, you know, on this surface. But whatever. Technically, the wires can go further than the belts, but it's fine as it is. Just I can afford the resources anyway. I'll use that big of a deal. Also, don't mind if the belt's a little janky. That's just how the game is. Yeah, like, from here I could definitely just run it straight down to the bottom of the hill. Eh. Eh. Maybe it is slightly too far. Yeah, just a little. Alright, then you right here. Frame rate's suffering a little bit. You know, it's kind of funny. And maybe it's just because I've got bigger factories now and I'm exploring a bit more, but my frame rate's actually gotten worse since the most recent update. But also, I only have a 2080 Ti. Only. Only. Because, you know, DLSS and whatnot. Where am I actually heading? Just this way in general? Yeah, just this way in general. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I really like having the 2080 Ti. I'm very content with it because it's a great card. But the generational leaps for the 30 and the 40 series combined with the improvements to DLSS does kind of show when you start getting into things like this. But that's okay. You know, if I have to turn the settings down a little bit, I have to turn the settings down a little bit. Whoop-de-doo. I grew up playing Roller Coaster Tycoon and Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 on a computer that could only reasonably play Roller Coaster Tycoon. Right? Like, it struggled with Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and I still put up with it because I was a kid. I didn't fucking care. I'm used to that. I played with a crap top and with my crap top, as I call it, until 2021. I'm used to I'm used to not having the graphics turned up. Because the 2080 Ti is a luxury that I've only had for the last... not even a year and a half. Not even a year and a half. Anyway. 5 to 15 FPS Minecraft for years. Okay. It wasn't quite that bad for me, but yeah. I think I could usually get at least 30 FPS out of Minecraft. I might have to have the render distance down to like 6 to 8 chunks at most, but you know, it works. It works. That's the one thing I actually have had, no matter what, Both between... Oh, you're over... You're over there somewhere. Okay. But yeah, whether with my crap top or the laptop I had before that, which is sitting over there unused because the battery's dead and it's rather old at this point. Both of those computers had integrated graphics. Not integrated. Dedicated? Dedicated graphics, yes. They had DGPUs as well as the iGPUs. Doesn't mean that they were anything special. I mean, the crap top had a 950M, which was so freaking held back by the processor in it. But, yeah, point is, if I have to turn down the settings, I'll turn them down. I'm used to that. I've only just unlocked computers and it's already doing this. Not yet. If I'm to consider that, it has to wait. When done eating a gig of crap tops, 4 gigs of RAM left only a little less than 3. Fair. Very fair. I guess that is actually one issue I could have potentially had with the crap top. It only shipped with a single 8 gigabyte stick. And yeah, I know, only 16 gigabytes, but it's what it came with. It was still a budget laptop. It cost like $500-600. It was just 2016 is all. Where... Is it around the other side of this tree? I don't remember where I came from. Oh, yeah, okay, so it was probably 32-bit then. If I had to guess. If it maxed out at only 4. Nope, 64-bit? Okay, so just really bad hardware. Got it. Yeah, I mean... That's how it can be. I think it's down. Because I can jump to get out of it. Motherboard. Ah, okay. So it was, yeah, low-end motherboard for sure then. That sucks. Yeah, I'm getting slightly irradiated, but it's fine. This game's kind of weird about how the damage is done, so it's whatever. Where am I going? Okay, I'm genuinely lost. Like, how did I get here? It was this way. It was this way. Yes, because there's one of my miners. Yeah, I know, radiation. Just... Still? Jesus. Yeah, that's a shame, Static. Well, that's part of the fun, quote-unquote, of dealing with hardware like that, right? Like, making the most of what you got. Okay, maybe it's not actually fun, but there's something to be said for that, you know. Oh, it's time for another break? Guess that makes sense. I've been so lost in the woods, after all. And mind you, I'm not going to hook up this power to anything here. I'll give it a couple of minutes. Certainly made do. Yep. Well, like I said, been there, done that. Maybe not quite to that extent. Hello, grass. But you gotta do what you gotta do with what you got. Might not be the most fun thing at all times, but... in some ways, it teaches you lessons about how best to use computers, because you figure out how to maximize the resources at hand, whether the computing side or the amount of RAM you have, or whatever, right? Still getting kind of low frame rate. Learn to nuke nonsense. Yep. And again, I know I just said this, but I'm keeping the power line separate because I want this to be on the grid with the rubber and plastic and turbofuel. I don't want it to be part of the steel factory. Before I do that, let me just do this. Somewhere over here. Please just be that way. Close enough. Yeah, just pass over it like that. Because I might as well not literally merge. I could. I have the Mark IV belts now, so I can support 288 items per minute on a single belt. But, yeah, alright. Now I should take my break. Get it up to there, get the wire up, and then... right there, sure. Good enough. Yeah, what was I saying? I don't remember. There we go. And... FK scene, woo! Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take a short break, stand up, stretch, and, you know, do whatever else. Hopefully I don't have to go back downstairs to help out with things, but I think they're all good down there. Yeah, when I come back, we'll continue with another hour or so of Satisfactory. This is gonna be the final break of the night. I know I'm doing a break in the middle of an hour. Had a bit of a late start because my father decided to call me like 20 minutes before I was due to go live, which is always going to run into the start of the stream because he talks for at least 30 minutes. Well, not literally, but the call lasts for at least 30 minutes. It's very rare that it doesn't, so. But that's alright. You know, it's never a bad thing to talk with your parents as long as you're on good terms with them at least. So. Just have to cut the stream short a little bit as a result. Oh well. But yeah, anyway, short break. I am going to run some ads during the break. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads. It disables pre-rolls for the next hour and, you know, ensures that the next hour of gameplay or whatever is completely ad-free. That's the objective at the end of the day. Ad-free gameplay. So. BRB. Alrighty, I am back. Let's just get back to it. I don't know this for a fact, but I would have to assume... Yeah. Not quite. Of course, I might set all this up and then not actually be able to do anything with it, simply because I don't get the recipe I'm looking for. Alright, need to go this way. But, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see whether or not I actually get the recipe I want, and if not, I might have to spend some time tomorrow night when I have some free time. Because believe it or not, I don't stream during the daytime because I actually do have things to do. Maybe not every single day, but I do have a life. Better or for worse. Really? It so quickly escalated. It was at 60 before I knew it. I want to get that hard drive while I'm here. Yo, even one notch over is too far away. Where is it exactly? Like right there? Right there. Okay. Let's head this way then. First to go over here. A little bit closer. Yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't been here. I haven't picked up the batteries. Cable, circuit boards that are actually circuit boards, as opposed to being computers in disguise, because that does happen. I'm not seeing anything else, though. That's disappointing. Anyway, what do you need? 20 megawatts and a stator. I mean... I don't have a stator on me, sure, but I can easily craft that. Oh, you just got spawned back in, eh? Both of you? Is it really just one stator? Yes, literally one stator. Interesting recipe. Now the next time that the MAM research completes, I can actually just quickly research the regular turbofuel recipe. It's not a prerequisite, unless the wiki is lying, but it shouldn't be a prerequisite. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Maybe not actually that. Let's remove that. There. I mean, I might be able to put it where I did, but either way, let's head this way. Oh yeah, I really don't need it up in the air anymore, do I? And in some ways it'd actually be better if it wasn't up in the air, so. Anyway, where is this node? Right there, believe it or not.
Breaking news from Earth.
Fuck off.
Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien
World
artifacts.
President. What a good joke that is. World President. Very funny. Actually, rather than doing that... I don't think this is close enough, but I can at least use this as a reference. Good enough. Now the only thing is that I will have to go down there. I'll have to go down there at least a little bit.
Comply.
No. There. Ah, balls. Well, that's unfortunate. Here, let's switch that to vertical and then do this. Except that's not gonna work because I don't have power out here yet. Balls. Alright, well. Yeah, I can deal with that just fine. We're good. Oh. Yeah, the wildlife is not immune to the fart rocks, mind you. So that right there is, yep, that's a thing. The one that only has one connection is the one that I want. I can just put this here. Do it right down into there, and then we can run the belts from here. Except, there's that small issue. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Alright, can I actually... Yeah, let's only go down 15. I'm gonna build this out first, and then go back up to build the stuff. Yeah, I mean, that works. My power line comes from over there. Mam research. Come on, turbo fuel. No turbo fuel. Sometimes it bugs out like that. So there, now I have turbo fuel at the very least. I've got 6 extra packaged fuel that I have nothing to do with. Oh well. Alright, let's go get the belts, because that mostly goes down to the ground. I said that well after I started running up the hill, but close enough. That is the map. Yes, and that is in fact what I wanted. Remove marker. There we go. Yeah, you can see just how far out of my way I had to go. Sulfur node? Coal node. Oil setup. Or is it right in this gap? Either way. Coal nodes are... I won't say that they're rare, but they're not the most common thing in the world. Literally. Yeah, that was right. Okay. We're like halfway down now. I don't trust it. I see it ding. Well, I see it do something and I hear it ding, but I don't trust it half the time. See, like, that to me looks like it's above, which is why I'm like, I don't trust it. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I sure did notice. Small issue. I'm out of steel. More or less. Trust but verify. Exactly. Important part there is to verify. Fortunately, I just happen to have this fairly straight, though with a 90-degree turn, but fairly straight, convenient path to go straight back to where my steel products are. I've actually been out of pipe for quite a while, but not out. Think I can make that? Well, not if the game doesn't actually let me do the jump. Nope, can't do that. Well, I tried. God damn this game. I tried. Don't do that. Don't do that on 4-meter ramps. That's how you kill yourself very quickly. Yeah, see, like it's snapping but without the noise. Guess that works. Alright, well, good news, we're down to the bottom of this section. Still more to go, but almost. I'm gonna move that there since I don't actually have the ability to see. Why do I keep putting the belts on the inside? I saw that coming after a second, like, well, too late to change it now. Oh well. Yeah, I keep putting the belts on the inside. Mildly inconvenient. What did I say, like, right there? Well, it works. Actually, hold on. Do that. See, like, that was trying to place it on top of the belt. That's why I'm cautious. This doesn't go all the way down. Now it does. You're unsure ahead of time where you'll need to make the turn. Yeah. No. It was on the outside for that one turn over there. Like the one turn where that's been the case. But that's alright. Oh yeah, I've still got some length on that. So I can probably just... I mean... close enough. Whoop. Sorry. Did not mean to swing the camera around violently. But it's what ended up happening. Get there eventually. I think at this point I'm just gonna split them out into 2 separate stacks because it'll be a hell of a lot easier. Hell of a lot easier. I want to head for like right there, I think.
Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Doubt it. Oh, no.
Harvest.
You just said something. Shut up. So I could just use this ramp, but what fun is that when I can just make a ramp myself? You know? Stupid soup. I can get 4, but yeah, not 5.
I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Now I wonder, because I imagine this is quite tight on the length. I wonder if I can do this. I can. Neat.
Comply.
No. feel like this was placed at an angle. I'm just gonna ignore it. And it wasn't. Okay, I'm actually gonna delete that and bring it in a little bit further. Just so I'm further away from the power line. Wouldn't want to disrupt my zip lining, you know? Someday I might get that recipe. Someday. That was a sudden lighting change. Whoops. Yet the way this terrain is, I can't do the same thing just because the rock's in the way. But the power pole doesn't care. Autosave incoming. So, you know, since I'm over here, what I should probably do is this. By the way, what are we up to? Not bad. Considering it hasn't been processing in quite a while. I don't think that's high enough. What I want. Oh, there's that as well. Balls. Didn't quite clear it. Gotta be like out over here somewhere. Oops. Get up there. I don't know which one's which, and at this point, I don't care. I can run belts this way, that's fine. How many assemblers do I need? Because I can literally just put them right over here. 5.76, so basically 6. It's good enough. A little tight, but I think it's fine. It's just the soft clearance that I'm clipping, not the hard clearance. Yeah. Okay, it might be a little tighter up there, but it should be fine. I thought I was about to fall off the platform there again. I know, flashing. I know, I was trying to avoid that. I really should make an easy way back up. But this isn't too far out of the way. Really? Come on, there we go. So I've got 3 currently. I'm running out of resources. What a surprise. Alright, well that's the 6 that I need there. Is this going to be too close? No? Not too close. I'm just out of iron sheets is all. This is going to be compacted coal though. And actually this one will be set to what? 76%. I like to get the odd one out of the way first. I think I did that, right? Yeah. So then the other 5 are just 100%. There we go. That will produce 144 compacted coal per minute. And would you look at that? The sulfur's already here, but the coal's gonna be a minute. To be fair, the coal's got a hell of a lot further to go. Drain that, because again, I don't have a use for it at the moment. I'm working on it, but still just working on it. Including trying to get the right turbofuel recipe. Should be able to get it. Just a matter of it. Not used to not having this out at this point. Oh yeah, just one hand climbing while the thing is over there. Oh yeah, and at some point before the end of the stream, I do want to go over to the far side of the map, the western side, because as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I set up a coal power plant out there, but it's only running 16 of the 32 generators, because I only want to tap into one node. But now that I've got Mark IV processing, or, you know, Mark IV belts and conveyor lifts and such, I can get 480 items per minute onto a single belt, which means, with a little bit of overclocking, I can get 480 items per minute out of that single node, and thus power my entire 32 power plant setup, just by modifying a couple of belts and that overclocking. So I want to head over there and do that. That'll bring us up to 96 from the 8400 megawatts. And wow, up to 7,000 max consumption at this point. Fair enough. Also, since I'm finally back here, I can hand in the milestone. Been able to do that for a while now, just haven't been in the area. You know, went off exploring and everything. Although, is there a rocket actually down here, or... Nope. Somewhere up there. Just go get those copper sheets again. How much time is left on this? Basically nothing. Right, this is the spot. Didn't I have the heavy modular frames, or did I have to use them for something? I didn't think I did, but whatever.
Milestone reached. Improved pipelines and pumps can now be constructed,
Yeah, I guess I put
capable
them
of
in
handling
here.
increased throughput of any fluid, as well as providing increased pressure handling for better vertical transport, respectively.
They all kind of suck. Especially since none of them are turbofuel. Is there anything else I can reasonably do? I don't care about the gas mask. Although 50 fabric wouldn't be the worst. The trains rely on the computers, the jetpack, I'd need more packaged fuel. So I'll do this. Just because I've got so many of the blue ones. So there we go on that. Alright, I guess now it's just basically restocking. Back up to 4, almost 5 printable coupons. With the one that I still have in the... That's alright, that's fine, I don't need to restock on that. The one that I have in the chest. Personal storage box, that's what they call it. And yeah, technically I could just build out the belts and have like a central storage location for all this, but... I don't mind running around a little bit. It's not like it's real life or anything where I actually have to exert tons of energy to run around like this, so... Not that I would be able to run this fast or jump this high in real life. But you know. What else am I low on? Steel beams are fine because that's back over by the oil stuff. That's fine. Again, encased beams is fine. Rotors I can pick up on my way through, and Caterium is off by the steel. There's a power line going through that, don't mind. Don't mind it. So, 275 heavy modular frames. Not great, not terrible. Alright. Yeah, I could go along that one, but it doesn't last very long. That's the smart plating. Top of those ridges are so bumpy. That's why I didn't slide like I should have. So yeah, I think once I get the turbo fuel recipe and actually get the generators, well, the problem is I won't be able to get the generators immediately unless I just use coupons to buy computers, which I can't do because I spent all of them. So I think next order of business is figuring out whether or not I can actually set up a bit of computer and circuit board crafting over there in the Spire Coast, because there's a couple of oil nodes on this side of it, whereas all the other ones are basically on the far side, out that way. So if I can get a setup going over here on this side, oop. Hit a hotkey. I'm talking about like over here, as opposed to all the other oil nodes are over here, right? And over here is relatively close to my base. So if I can get set up over here, that's great. But there's not that many nodes out here. It's mostly just oil. As far as I'm aware, at least. I don't remember seeing anything. Still just occasionally flushing that to ensure that the plastic and rubber can flow. But definitely want it to be able to flow. Alright, so this is 25 per minute. Yeah, that's that's fine. Rather than get all the resources in my inventory just to fix it the proper way, I'm just gonna do it this way. Because I can. If you don't like it, start up a world and build it your own way. I'll let this get distributed out a little bit first. Yeah, those are heavy modular frames. Okay. Just do a network flush again on that. And let's build this out a little bit. I'll go from that corner. Because here's the thing, like, I only need to build another 5 refineries, right? Well, once I get the right thing. Because right now what I'd have to do is I'd have to do residual fuel, right, which takes 180 and turns it into 120. And then I would use that 120 or so to make, well, oh, it actually supported the comma. That's cool. I wasn't even paying attention. I just did it. But yeah, it supports the comma. I'm sure the people in the world that use commas instead of periods are happy about that. That's neat. That'd be 5.3. So 18.75 and 5 times 5.333333. So yeah, I'd be making basically 100 turbo fuel per minute by doing it this way. Yeah, turbo heavy fuel gets me 144 per minute. So yeah, why would I do it any other way? Those people scare me. Fair enough. Alright, I didn't miss the MAM, did I? Nope. Oh, here, it can finish up with its mamming. No. Well, it can finish up with its mamming while I get power hookups done, I guess. It might have actually been out that far. Whatever. Of course, I don't need this to be a Mark II power pole, but maybe I'll hook into it later. Who knows? There, now it's not clipping as badly. Alright, since we didn't get turbo heavy fuel once again. Oh, I flew too far the wrong way. Oh, I managed to recover it though. Alright, let's head out to that coal power plant. Yes, words are hard. On the right item? Sure am. You can finally see how I did this, because I haven't shown it off on stream yet, so. Yeah, glimpses of everything else. Yeah, just power lines through the canyon here. And yes, there's a hard drive there. No, I haven't gotten it yet because of the requirements for it. I think it's like high-speed connectors or something like that, it was something that I couldn't get yet. High-speed connectors, circuit boards, computers, something along those lines probably. Or it's heavy modular frames, which can't be bothered to bring along with me most of the time. By the way, regarding heavy modular frames, what I think I'm going to do is do the exact same thing I did in Update 8, or Update 7 rather. It's going to be a long ways away, which is kind of why I want to do computers first. Because it's going to be down in the fieldlands. In Update 7, I went down to the fieldlands and used the nodes down there, and there were a lot of nodes required because most of them are impure, but I used most of the nodes down there to craft like 7.5 modular frames per minute. So yeah, I think I might do that again. Oh, by the way, there's the power plant. Yeah, like I said, at some point, it's set up to do 32, but as you can see, this side doesn't have an input. Right, like it's ready for one, but it's not set up for it, so there we go. So fast. And now it's hooked up. Oh. I was gonna say, that didn't quite look right. Now it looks right. Should be 240, which is not quite 270, the maximum of conveyor belt Mark IIIs. And yeah, these should slowly but surely start kicking on. Unfortunately, we don't have like true smart splitters, in that you can't be specifying how much goes where, so we'll just have to wait for these to back stuff one by one for it to get all the way down there. Yeah. Well, to be fair, it is supported right here, so yeah, that's where it gets on the foundation grid. Alright, well that's all I wanted to do over here. You can see there's a battery bank as well, but look at the power. It was 8,400 and now it's 86 to 900 or 9,000. 8,600 to 9,000 megawatts, somewhere in that range. Again, there's a full 16 there that need to come online slowly but surely. That'll bring us up to 9,600 megawatts generated through the entire area, entire game. Well, plus the biofuel gens that aren't doing anything. But you know. Could do smart splitters that would help at least fill each in the row instead of dividing only half to half to half. I mean, what? Smart splitters only let you specify what's going down each route. Which, considering in that instance I wanted to split 50-50, at least from the first splitter, and then everywhere else, I can only... the full rate to fill. Yeah, I mean, but also kiosk. It's only the later ones in the line that are the problems in that regard, because the ones that are earlier on are getting a regular splitter that are immediately going into a Mark 1 conveyor, right? So 240 splitting into 60 and 270. It can only ever send 60 the one way, so the early ones at least are not splitting 50-50. It's only in the later stages where that becomes an issue. So, one way or another, with a solid flow, it's going to get bottlenecked on the 60 per minute side, and it's going to default to sending more the one way anyway. But yeah, there's no good way to do it in vanilla. Now, admittedly, there's no good way, but I have these. However, I like my compact design that allows me to just pipe a conveyor lift straight into a, well, merger in this specific instance here, but splitter or merger. Alright, well, I guess at this point my best bet is just to, yeah, you're not gonna help me. Just to, do this. Also, I just had a sudden moment of deja vu, and I don't know why. I don't know what for exactly, but something there caused my brain to just go, hasn't this happened before? I can't specify anything because I only have that, which is not what I want. But I can at least get things set up. Good, you're still there. Surely I can do this far. I'll go from this end. Why not? No, this end. Yeah, I would not be able to do that. Alright, and then splitter. And the splitter at the end here is really just a formality. It's just there. It doesn't need to be there, it's just there. Next break, and we can go a little bit longer. At least until the thing goes. Closest to drifting you can do. Yeah, that's not drifting, though. Definitely not drifting. Yeah, is the power pole there? Well, there. That's the best you get. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I might not actually want that then. I might want it this way. Oh, I see. Kiosk. Multiple snap lines and it's throwing me off. This should just be 25, yep. There's the ma'am. Right, there's another belt there now. Okay, and then a Mark III belt can attach right there. Can go right there. And can do that. While hologramming a ghost, select a machine to reference from for guidelines. Yeah, that would be nice. Also, I don't think I've mentioned it once this night because I put the other command in the title that I wanted priority. But, yeah, as the bot just said, don't gift subs right now. Like, not even just to my channel, just in general. Don't gift subs. They'll be discounted at the end of the month. Wait until then. Alright, shall we see what the ma'am says? I'm gonna hold off on researching that again tonight. Alright, yeah, iron alloy, I know, right? Well, I mean, it needs 144 per minute, so across 5, well, 4.8. Look, 144 divided by 4 point... Yeah, I could have just left the comma, because it works either way. It's 30 per minute. Yeah, I know, right? You can get more iron, which is definitely the resource you need. Yes, there are instances when it's helpful, but they're few and far between, let's be real. Usually you want to be trading iron for just about any other resource on the map, not the other way around. Oh, is that center snap? That's center snap. There's a little bit of clipping, just deal with it. It's sort of a non-functional part of the things. Annoying that I didn't get turbo fuel like I wanted, but whatever. Not that big of a deal. How are we doing here? Oh, it's beautiful. I'm making equal parts plastic and rubber, mind you, so it's interesting that they're not even. Makes me wonder then down here. Are we getting oil starvation? No? Maybe early on, but not anymore, that's for sure. Just flush the thing again. And actually, let's grab some steel and whatnot before we leave. Again, technically it's time for another break, but because I started late, I'm just going to wrap the stream up because I don't want to stream for another hour, since it's so close to midnight, relatively speaking. You damn bean, get out of the way! Wasn't really faster than running at that point. You can see I can't actually jump enough at this point to get up there. Not until the slope levels out a little bit that I actually can. Damn bean! One tubes? Never. Tubes are a valid form of transport, but it's not something I'm interested in setting up. And yes, I know, you can make them the fastest mode of transportation. But I'm fine with what I got. Besides, I don't have to cheese anything in order to get these going quickly at times. Whoops. Oh, I got it regardless. Simply because no input needed, rather. Yeah, that's fair. I've used them from time to time, updates 4 or 5. I don't think I ever set any up on update 7. Damn you, game. I don't get why these ladders are so hard to grab. Like, I swear I've had an easier time grabbing other ladders in the game. But whatever. Oh boy. No inputs needed for these connections? Not true. I'm holding shift. Technically, you don't need any inputs. But if you don't press shift, you won't get the faster travel speed. No new inputs. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that's a change with update 8, Kiosk. And probably because of these power towers is why they made it a thing. But even the regular connectors on other surfaces. To be fair though, I haven't actually tested the hanging connectors. But yeah, this has been fine. Game? What the hell? You want to not change where things are connected? Oh, you know what? It probably changed it because I upgraded this tower at random. Interesting. That doesn't seem like an intended feature. i.e., that seems like a bug. Just setting up my foundations up here. Yeah, it did, Kiosk. Which is weird. I did upgrade that earlier because I said that I should, and so I did. But, like... Oh yeah, that was also the reason why I had it where I did. Just bounce off of that. Because it's a more reasonable point than going all the way back there to get to either encased beams or motors. Speaking of which, motors? Yeah, I should get some. I'm actually at the point where I need them now. These are the items that would be good to transport to the base in some way, shape, or form. I could have gone up that way, but whatever, I'll just go this way. And the reason why this is a 2-meter ramp, well, it says 4-meter, but that's just because it's a double ramp instead of a single. The reason why that's 2 instead of 4 is because, quite simply, 4 clipped. There's ground right here. You can see that's already clipping there. Yeah, we'll just travel around here just to collect some more items and then wrap it up for the night. Let me get onto these belts here because that will allow me to speed up a bit. Specifically the center one. The center one is a Mark II, the outer 2 are Mark Is. Just imagine how much sand you'd get in your pants doing this. Yeah, it wouldn't be very pleasant, would it? You know, maybe it's about time I start carrying a stack of stators around with me as well. Oh, it's because they're only going at 30 per minute, Kiosk. Yeah, in reality, I could have done with just one belt here, but I doubled it up for whatever reason. Yeah, they are moving. It's probably just because I'm moving that they don't look like they're moving. Oh my god, game, come on. So easy to walk around it, too. The ladders on these power towers are obnoxious. Just too used to the speeds of Mark V then? Yeah, probably. I'm a little ways off of that though. Still got some things I need to set up crafting for before I get to that point. Including the motors and adaptive control units. I should know how to craft them though at this point, at least. By the way, how are we doing? 95-25. There's like one generator that isn't running right now. You're kidding me. There's one generator that was probably skipped in some way, shape, or form, and thus it's not running. Yeah, going down ladders is fairly reliable. I still take my time lining up for it, though, just because I don't want to go flying. keep getting more shit in my inventory because I just keep filling it up. And yeah, I have a hard drive there, but what can I say? I like to have a lot of stuff on me, even when I'm not doing things. I guess that's one good thing now. I have the truck. I can't build one currently, but I have that, so if I need to, say, build an entire factory in the plains and need more space to store items to go down there, I can just do it in a truck. That's exactly what I did in Update 7, by the way. I used the truck to transport things because I didn't have my teleporters set up at that point. And since I don't have teleporters period in this version right now, not been updated or whatever, right, Kiosk? They have this entire space, there's no reason why it can't be filled out. I don't know if it can be filled out, actually, but I don't think it can be fully. Either way, you can scroll inventories, right? They're already there. This could scroll too. I already have all that. I need copper tubes, or sheets though. Yeah, there are a number of mods for that, but it shouldn't have to be through a mod. Alright, anything that I missed? No, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And it turns out I probably could have done that one last hard drive scan, but oh well. I think there are at least used to be mods for that as well, Kiosk. This is one I need to get because 3 inventory slots, and then this is one that I need to get because 3 inventory slots. And then this gives inventory slots, and then this gives inventory slots, but they require some more advanced items, including modular engines, which are motors, rubber, and smart plating. And that's automated wiring, circuit boards, heavy modular frames, and computers. Ouch. Ouch, that sucks. God, with the way I have my base set up, I'm not going to be able to do it like I did the other things. That's gonna suck to automate. Oh well. Got a while to do it, at least. End of day save. Quit the desktop. Yeah, automated wiring. You need the previous project parts for the newer project parts. That's why I built dedicated factories to the first two phases, those project parts. Because screw building them elsewhere, just make them and send them off, right? I need computers before I do that, because I'll want to set up train lines. Because heavy modular frames will probably be down in the planes if I do it the way I'm thinking. And yeah, no, that's quite a ways away. So yeah, anyway, hold on, let me disable captures. There we go. So yeah, again, this stream was a little shorter than normal. We're currently only at 3 hours, 18 minutes of uptime, but when the rents want to call 20 minutes before the start of a stream, and they have a tendency to keep you on the phone for 30 minutes, then what can you do, right? Oh well. So yeah, next stream, Wednesday, normal time. Simple as that. More Satisfactory. I'll see if I have the time before then to load the game up and just continuously scan hard drives in the MAM until I get what I need. I might also go and sort some things out, like for instance that one generator that wasn't running for some reason over on the far side of the map. Yeah, I don't know why that one's not working. Like literally, why is one not working? Maybe I missed a power hookup. Maybe it's as simple as that. Maybe it's running this entire time. In fact, I think that would be the most logical explanation. So I'll have to have a look at that. I can actually check that without even loading the game out. Stupid belt. Well, that's the thing, Kiosk. The only belts in that is running from splitter to splitter. Right? Because I'm using conveyors. So unless I missed hooking up a conveyor, it would have to be the very last splitter, which, since the splitters are placed on a single stretch of belt, is not likely to be the case. And I listened for the beeps to place the conveyor lift, so I bet you it's a wire. I bet you I just messed up connecting one of them in. That is the most logical explanation to me. In fact, I'll probably just load up. In fact, I can literally do that right now. Oh god, loading screen with Jason, somebody else, maybe Snut? I don't know. What was that? That was weird. Anyway, yeah, there it is again. Gears turning with the pictures of people. I only recognize Jace, honestly. Belts will have reverse directions despite the IO. Interesting. Let's see. There's a VIA wires there, the VIA wires there, there, and there. Interesting. Maybe it's just genuinely not getting enough coal because the two down at the end are struggling. While the other 14 seems to be fine. Yeah, I don't know why. That's interesting. Let's check. This is all Mark IV belt. All Mark IV belt. Mark IV, that's Mark III. I think it's Mark III all the way down, right? Yeah. And you're producing just fine? Yeah? I don't know. I guess the coal just isn't quite backstuffing at this point. Yeah, maybe. Static. It's hard to say. But it looked like there was only one not running, which is why it's so odd. 9525 or whatever it was. Anyway, I'll have a look into that while I idle for the hard drive. Again, assuming I can. But next stream will be Wednesday night. And Friday should be Friday night racing. And then Saturday, don't expect to stream Saturday. It would be the third week in a row that we do Friday night racing. Or Saturday night racing, rather. GTA. I don't know, maybe we would end up doing Among Us or Prop Hunt or something that isn't stupid that I would actually want to stream. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll also see whether or not I can disable the emergency command before Wednesday's stream, but, I'll have to look at things and stuff after the stream just to see how far along we actually are. Because there's always a chance that something's happened while I've been live. Which I can then increase that counter. So it's not as... or it's further along. What's up, Predominant? Good timing. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna run some ads on the way out. As I usually do. If you don't want to stick around for them, that's fine. they're at the end for a reason. You can just leave before the ads play, but after I'm done talking, preferably. And yeah, you don't have to watch any ads. The ads are there purely for if you want to stick around and, well, watch ads if you're not a sub. And just, do as you wish with that. But anyway, like I said, next stream on Wednesday at the usual time. Well, Wednesday for me at the usual time. More Satisfactory, and hopefully I'll actually be able to set up the turbofuel stuff. I'll have a lot of computers to craft, though, in order to get the generators for it. But one step at a time, right? Anyway, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Later.